Okay. Okay, now let's discuss about the evaluation of VMware vSphere. So I just took this evaluation from 2009 onwards. Okay. So 2009, we started using ESXi 4.0, ESX 4.0 and ESXi 4.0. Okay. These are the two hypervisors which we used. Earlier to 2009, we used this ESXi 3.0. Okay. That is very old. So I just took it before 15 years back. Okay. So 15 years back, we started using this VMware vSphere 4.0. So this is where I started my career from 2008 onwards. Okay, starting with ESXi 3.x. Okay, so from 3.x to till 9, I'm just staying on VMware itself. Okay, so almost 16 years now, right now on VMware. So 2010, they started introducing VMware vSphere 4.1. Okay. Then 2011, they introduced VMware vSphere 5.0. Then 2012, they introduced VMware vSphere 5.1. Around 2013, they introduced VMware vSphere 5.5. Okay, so this 4, 5, 5.1, 5.5, all are outdated now. I'm just explaining this just for your knowledge purpose, how the versions got updated one by one from 2009 to 2013. This is how the product line got updated. Okay, now with the continuation, 2014 they introduced VMware vSphere 6.0. Again, this is also outdated now. Again, 2016, they introduced VMware vSphere 6.5. This is also outdated right now. 2017, 6.7. That is also outdated. And 2019, we started using VMware vSphere 7.0. Okay. This 7.0, October 2025, before last month only, they stopped this general support. Okay, this product is not completely outdated. Still, it is there in the market and customers are using it. But Broadcom announced we are not going to provide any support for VMware vSphere 7.0 anymore. So if you want to support from Broadcom, just update your product from vSphere 7.0 to 8.0. Okay, this is the last update. So 7.0 customers also there, but in numbers it is very less. So 2021, I know they started the announcement for vSphere 8.0. Okay. And 2023, we got this VMware vSphere 8.0 update 1 and update 2. And 2025, before in the month of June, they announced the product called vSphere 9 in the name of VVF 9. Okay. So till 2023, all the products are named with VMware vSphere, right? But now what happened? VMware vSphere Foundation. Okay, that's how they changed the name. Okay, so it's called as VVF 9. Okay, so now we are going to focus on VVF 9. The reason for that is, till 2023 it's 8.0. But what happened? There are some changes which has happened in the market from a license perspective and all. Okay, so they are planning to completely close this 7, 8, and they want to focus only on two major product categories from VMware perspective. One is VVF, another one is VCF. Okay, so now if you are learning VMware, then you need to focus on VVF or VCF to update your skill set. Okay, so the reason for telling this version numbers and all, suppose after completing the training, you are saying that I'm having a good amount of experience on VMware for the last 5 years of time period. When you say last 5 years of time period, then you need to provide the exact version numbers which you worked. Okay. If we say I'm having almost 5 to 6 years of experience in VMware, then you might have worked on 7.0 and 8.0. Okay. If they ask for the version, then you have to tell, yes, I am having good experience on 7.0 and 8.0 and recent product 9. Okay. See, activities remains the same. Whatever activities which you are going to discuss on VVF 9, it remains the same on 7 and 8 also. But only thing is those menus and like there is some slight change on the menus and the features. That's it. But core architecture remains the same for 7, 8, and 9. Okay, that is the reason I directly picked VVF 9 for our training. Okay, you don't need to worry about this whether there is a huge difference on this 7, 8, and 9. No, all this 7, 8, 9 will look similar because they did some architecture change on 7. Okay, after that, the same architecture is continued on 7, 8, 9. Till 6.7, the architecture is a bit different. 7, the architecture got changed from vSphere perspective. 7, 8, 9, same architecture. So no need to worry. You can convert your 9 experience to 7 and 8 if required. We start ESX installation. How the hardware will be placed on the data center, and we need to understand the cabling of those servers. How the cables, like what are the cables which has been used, and how the servers will be connected to the power supply in the rack. Those things we are going to understand. After that only, we are going to start with the ESXi installation. So first of all, we need to understand rack and stack. How those servers will be placed in the rack. Okay, normally, we'll be having racks, 1 or 2 racks will be there, and we'll be placing those servers on top of the rack. We'll be having a switch that is called as leaf switch. Okay, so top of rack switch. Okay, those servers in the rack will connect to the leaf switch. Okay, so there are types of servers in the market, right? I explained about the infrastructure evaluation, right? There I explained about some of the types of servers in the market. Okay, now let me focus on the racks first, and then we'll focus on the types of servers. Okay, so from the data center perspective, if you want to place your servers in the racks, there are some rack models available. Okay, so here I just shown you power edge rack. Then this is enclosed rack. This enclosed rack means it has some lock on it. Okay, all this 4 sides will be covered, and then you have a key to lock this racks, and no one can open it or no one can touch the servers without this one. Okay, so that is comes under this enclosed rack category. Okay, okay. The next is open frame racks. Open frame racks, like nowadays it's very rare to see using open frame racks. Okay, now what kind of rack you are going to choose for your environment? Okay, it depends. So normally if I'm going for a rented data center, at that point of time, we won't go for this open frame racks. Instead, I will go for enclosed racks. Okay, which will be very safer. No one can touch your hardware without opening that rack, right? So that is very safe to use. Then if I'm running with my own data center, at that point of time, to reduce some cost, I can go for power edge racks or open frame racks. These are the 2 options available. This is from Dell perspective. Okay, similar to that, other vendors is also having their own set of racks. Okay, next is about rack and physical space. Okay, how many racks we need? Okay, those things need to be decided based on the number of servers which you're going to place it in the rack. Okay, and also top of rack switch. So each and every top of rack switch needs a redundancy. So we cannot place a single top of rack switch on any racks. So we need at least 2 switches. Okay, for a redundancy. If one switch got failed, then the other has to make the
Yeah,
redundancy. Then rack power assessment. How many servers you are going to place on the rack and what is the power supply which is required. Okay. So that needs to be assessed, and how the connectivity from the UPS and our main power supply, which is going to hit this power distribution unit. So this power distribution